Well, hello guys. Like I promised, right where we left off. Welcome back to the stream. We've got some snacks and some water in us now. Got up, walked around, did some stretching. So this is going to be what? Episode, oh goodness, 5? Episode 5, I think, on the YouTubes. And I think what the plan is, I really want to get this man's moss. I want your moss. But I think that's going to have to wait. I think the plan is going to be to continue to try to flatten out the parts of that valley and the ravine. Let's take our dirt with us. Or at least to get them flatter. So that we've got some places to put some more animals and some big crop farms. We've got some savanna cows now, some normal cows. And we've got some of the top of this ravine covered and some of it outlined with where we have to fill stuff in. And we can do a little bit more of that now that we have a little bit more dirt. Don't want to fall down there. I think with the iron armor we maybe not die, but we don't want to hurt our iron armor that early into having it. That it's already becoming a bit less of a death trap. Fantastic. Oh. How close do I have to be? Kind of love watching the grass just creep along into the spots that we filled in. I like that. That was perfect. Impeccable timing, Minecraft. Thank you very much. It's like it heard me. Oh, come on. There we go. And if we start hearing a whole bunch of monsters from down there, we just go put in some more lights. Lovely. I think we're going to leave this one tree for now. It's not really in anything's way quite yet. Oh, goodness. Monsters. Okay, you know what? We're just going to run away. That actually feels safer. Ooh, I wish I could get those zombie villagers. But it's not the time. I don't have name tags. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I don't have name tags. I don't have boats or minecarts. I don't have any way to cure them. It's not the time. I could definitely use a little more string. Okay, run. Are those spidey toes I hear? Those are more spidey toes I hear. Oh. Gosh, I'm not doing very well in not getting hit, aren't I? Oh, and then we made the mistake of being close to the village. When we're starving. I'm doing all the things wrong. And you know what? I wouldn't mind if this villager wasn't able to leave. Quick drink of water. Hmm. You seem to be trapped, sir. No, I don't want you to go that way. I want you to go. Sir. Get in the hole. No. Alright, fine. You don't want to be in the hole. I get that. That's fair. Do I... I have one too few. Okay. Alright, come on. Go. In, 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 in the hole. You trying to get to your job block? Is that what you're doing? I'm not letting you out of here. Calm down. Alright, that's just annoying. Alright, slow down, buddy. Slow. Ugh. Sir. Shall I just wait for you to stop? I need you to stop moving so much so I can nudge you into one of these spots. Go. No. God, I hate them. They're usually not this bad. You can usually sort of just nudge them around a bit and they're fine, but he's like on one. Come on. Oh my gosh, why is his AI being so terrible right now? I haven't had this difficult of a time with a villager in so long, and I think it's because he's trying to get to his job block and he just can't. I'm about to give up on him. Bro. stop. Hello, person who just commented. And then immediately left. Alright, I'm probably not going to add you on Discord. Because that feels like spam, maybe? Not sure. But it looks like I have one follower. That's neat. That's new. Thank you, person who decided to follow me. That's awesome. This dude. I don't want to have to wait till nightfall for him to chill out. My God. Sir, just go stand in the corner. You deserve it at this point. Oops, I didn't want the door. He's never walking quite far enough outside of this block for me to put something down there. Since what is this? Why are you jumping so much? Hello, viewer. I'm trying to trap this villager, and he is uncooperative. Just won't stop moving. Usually they calm down a little bit at some point, but this one is just not having it. Go. No, 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 no. No, you're not allowed. Did you see that? It, like, suddenly flash? Alright, let's go get his brewing stand, and hopefully he'll lose his job and be a little bit easier to deal with. Hello, person who commented. I'm Essie Sliver, maybe, is the username? Not quite sure. Hope I'm not butchering that. Alright, and then let's see if we can get him to... Oh, no, of course, somebody else is now attached to it. Cool, 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 cool. So, all that didn't help whatsoever. Thank you, person who just followed me. I appreciate it. Please, sir, calm yourself so that I may trap you in a little spot for forever. He just does not want to calm down. If I give you a bed, will you attach to it? Okay. So somebody synced to it, but I don't think it's him. Oh, it is him. Okay, perfect. So that's slightly helpful. Because they seem to, yes, be a little bit calmer when they have a bed. Okay. All right. Perfect. What is my username? On what? Twitch? Maeve the Magpie. And the Magpie because they're awesome birds. They're absolutely some of my favorite birds. They live all around me. They're beautiful, they're smart, they're clever, but also easily distracted. And I would hope that more than just the easily distracted also describes me, but I just really like them. And I think they're super cool. Basically any corvid bird I enjoy. Alright, let's get us to sleep too. Alright, so if we can, you know what, actually, if we can get him to sync with this bed, or not. What is happening? Sir. And I don't think that was him that just synced with the bed. I'm doing pretty well today. How are you, viewer? How are you doing well? Or are you doing well? How are you doing? I botched that. That was great. Didn't I? Can you be the one to sync with this bed, please? That would be really handy. Please? Please? I didn't see any green sparkles around him. A shame. I think it's probably time we pull all the workstations and all the beds out of this place. Oh my goodness, what a long message. How are you doing? Doing well. They're doing good too. How long have I been streaming? Only a couple days. What else do I play? I play quite a bit of Medieval Dynasty. I've recently been getting into Baldur's Gate 3, and I know that I'm like really late on the train for that. I honestly don't play a huge range of video games. I'll be honest, the first game I ever played was Fallout 3. and then a whole bunch of Fallout 4, a bunch of Skyrim. And I still go back to those ones because they're favorites, you know. Is there a workstation in here? No, but there is a bed. And I want it. And I know there's a workstation in there because he's working at it. I've only been streaming for a couple days now. But I play a lot of Minecraft, and there's some big crazy builds that I've made. And a couple of my friends encouraged me to start streaming, and I said, okay, I guess I can give that a try. I'm not sure if that was everything, but hopefully. And I'll eventually just take all these beds and put them in one central location so I can see how many villagers we really have. Alright, I need to get a couple pieces of wood so I can just put a trapdoor above him so he can't get out. I'm so glad that I got a couple spruce saplings in that starter chest from when we began the entire world. I'm so happy about that. Because we have not gone more than maybe 400 blocks away from spawn in any given direction at this point, and I think really only in one or two directions have we even gone that far away. But there are definitely no spruce forests within render distance, and I don't know how far we'd have to go. I did say in a previous stream that, like, yes, I did pick the spawn, and yes, I have looked it up on Chunkbase, just so that it's already loaded up in case I need it in the future. But I really haven't done any investigating. I don't know where anything in particular is. I just sort of looked at the immediate area around spawn and went, yeah, that's pretty much jungle. And I like jungle, and I like plains. But I didn't look it up until after I had already created the world. And so I didn't pick a spawn that has like all biomes within a couple thousand or 1,000 blocks or anything like that. I just put Maeve into the spawn, capital M AEVE. So that's the seed. If anybody wants to play along, that is on the most updated current version of Bedrock. I know that structures spawn differently between Bedrock and Java seeds, so sadly I don't know what it would look like for that, but I don't know. If anybody wants to load up a world in the same seed and sort of play along, that would be cool too. We need trapdoors. That's a slab. That's not what I want. That would work, but it's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Put that there because we can walk under it, but he can't. We're like 1.8 blocks tall or something like that, like the same height as creepers. That's why creepers can spawn underneath trapdoors. But villagers are too tall. So fantastic. So he's there now. So I need to get him unlinked from his job block that no longer even exists. And I think he needs to be linked to a bed to properly link and unlink from job blocks. So do I need to just put down all the beds that I have in the area and hope he links to one of them? Screw it. Let's try it. Okay, so that one's not his bed. That one's not his bed. Oh, goodness. Somebody just delinked and relinked that one. You're going to make this as difficult as possible, aren't you, sir? Nope, I just want to put a torch on the wall. Well, maybe not. Ah, there we go. There we go. And I need to sleep. There's monsters. Monsters. I wouldn't mind getting this man's bones. Yes. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your sacrifice. Oh, Spidey. Do you want to give me your string? Nothing. Darn. Well, I know I said we were going to work on clearing out a bit more of that hill over there, but it doesn't seem like we've done much of that at all, and it's been a half hour. What am I even doing? I got distracted. Because I wanted moss. Will you link to that, please? Link to it and unlink from it, please. carrots. Nope, I actually wanted those in my inventory. Okay, well. Next option. See if I can get him to link to a bed. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9 beds in the local area. Please. I still think that was somebody else linking to it. I think somebody else is higher than him on like the job demand scale. Okay, now somebody linked to that. Somebody linked to this, immediately unlinked, and then relinked. Okay. I didn't really want any farmers. Okay, okay. Hey! We found his position. I didn't want any farmers running around so that they wouldn't steal my crops, but now I would like him to be a farmer. Perfect. And he buys carrots. That's exactly what I want him to buy. Yeah. There we go. Our first emeralds. I think we got an achievement for it too. All right. Big question. Wandering trader still here. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, moss. Yay! So good. So good. Now basically every bone I get is going to go straight back into moss. Let's get this hydrated over here too now that we have a bucket. And you know what? Now that that's hydrated and we've got buckets and everything, I could fill this in, but I do want a place for the melones to be able to grow. So honestly, it's probably fine. Okay. Well, the pumpkins grew, but it didn't grow onto the sand. So we still don't know if it can, because it just chose to grow that way. Oh, nice. Thank you. Immediately. And look, we've got one. A beautiful flower. Sort of just trying to get a couple of these going with those first few cactus that we got. That's not going to work. Get a couple of these going with those first few cactus that we got from the starting. Eventually build a cactus farm for experience and green dye. Well, now that we have a carrot farmer, we're going to really need to make a big field for carrots and wheat. pretty much always plant them every other to get better growth rates. But we're going to have quite a big carrot farm and quite a big wheat farm. The wheat for our cows and the sheep that we should be catching soon. And the carrots to sell to the farmer. How much health does it use if I use the fortune pickaxe on this watermelon? Not too much. It's slower, but I should get more with the fortune 3 from using the pickaxe. And you know what? I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have blocked off access to my pumpkins. That was silly. Whole row was ready. Perfect. All right, now we're talking. And these are starting to really come in. The melons. I think I missed a spot. Yep. Okay. All right, let's get this one more row of carrots harvested. And then we need to stop being so distracted. Because we need a nice big giant field where we can plant carrots and potatoes and wheat so that we can support our little village here. And ourselves. Oh, the bed's no longer in there. That's right. It's right there. Time to drink some water every time we sleep. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. You know what? We can just leave the emerald down here for now. Look at that. Stack and a half of seeds. Couple stacks of carrots. You know, actually, you know what I should do? Sell more carrots to this guy. So that we've got enough emeralds in case the wandering trader has something cool for us, like A mangrove propagule. Or a new tree type. It doesn't have to be mangrove. Dark oak, pale oak. We'd need 20 emeralds for those. Yeah, and we only have 18. And that's after selling pretty much all the carrots. Okay, and then we want to take the moss home, and we want to take the very few bones that we have home. So that we can get some moss spreading around the outside of our little cave entrance. Did you just volunteer, sir? I think this guy just volunteered to join our multi-level marketing scheme. where I'm the boss at the top of the pyramid, and they're all on the very bottom level. But what do we make him? What is he? What do you become? What is your job gonna be, sir? Okay. This one gave me so much trouble, and then this guy basically just walked himself right in to his little stall. Okay. All right. All right, let's go breed up some more cows. Hello. I think we need a couple more villagers to have these guys continue spawning all the time. We're getting distracted again. And you know what? Oh, it's a new villager. Or new wandering trader. Eye blossoms. I don't need those yet. And I have access to oak, jungle, and acacia. You know, they heard me. He heard me on the dark oak and the pale oak. But that's not what I was talking about. 4 baked potatoes for an emerald. I have 8. Wait, no, come back. Perfect. That's all I could sell them anyways? Okay. Okay, well, you're no longer of any use to me, sorry. Maybe he'll respawn with more stuff. Okay. And you know what? I could use some more food. Oh, that's right. We have all these sheep and cows and pigs trapped over here. And villagers. Oh, they finally bred. I fed them bread like forever ago. And more villagers. Okay. I think we need to build the villagers a longhouse or something like that, where they can all be nice and together and have their beds all together and all their workstations and nice and safe. I think that'd be really helpful, but I think we need to work on ourselves first before we can focus on others. Hello, boys and girls. Would you like to make me more baby cows? Make more baby. Please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we're level 20. Nice. 2/3 of the way to some max level enchants. But we haven't even found our first diamond yet. So that's probably still going to be a while. I think that's everyone that was able to breed. I've got one guy who's still in the mood. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do the thing. Go find one another. Oh, and then the other one wore off as soon as I... Well, it's Bedrock, so it only takes them like 1 minute, I think, to reset. Doesn't Java take 5 minutes? I'm pretty sure Java takes 5 minutes. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we are on our way to having a proper cow pasture. Just chock full of them. Because I haven't been caving yet, we haven't found any spawners, which means that I don't really have a good place to get experience. So I think I'm going to use the cow farm and any other animal farms as like little experience farms. Just make sure they're chock full of the animals, breed them all up, harvest a bunch of the adults for leather and meat, or like feathers and meat when it comes to the chickens, and get experience from both the breeding and the harvesting. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. Go light up that area a little bit on the inside. That looks nice. And then I think we need some moss up in here. I think moss is necessary for this location. We only have a couple moss and a couple bone meal. Oh, I mean, that just gave us access to another tree type. I didn't even think of that. And a flowering one. Perfect. You know what? That one can stay right over there. It looks pretty nice. Ow! Completely wasted that bone meal. Now, it doesn't need to be quite this grassy, but I just want it to be a bit more green from the front rather than brown. That is quite nice. Maybe get some down in here. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. The little flower. That's awfully cute. Okay, and this is our last bone meal. Alright, and we can do the other side once we get a little bit more bone meal. But look at that. That's quite nice, isn't it? You know what? Let's take Let's take a screenshot before we get attacked, because that's quite cute. Okay, time to sleep. And the pressure plate does its job. Don't we have a couple more bones in here? We can have 6 more bone meal. And I hear a skeleton. It would maybe be a good idea to try to kill it for its bones. Get out of here. Oh, and my sword broke. That isn't good. Where'd that skeleton die? Did it drop any bones when it died? Oh god, a creeper. We don't want to destroy what we just made. Ah. Oh, mushrooms. We've got potzel. We could grow some giant mushrooms, but we don't have silk touch. Oh my goodness, what is this? Right behind our house? Oh no. This seems dangerous. This is dangerous. But it's kind of a neat little viney tunnel. I kind of like it, honestly. Big ravine. We're going to have to take down that floating island at some point. I don't think we're quite there yet, but soon. Oh my god, the creeper's still there. You're a jerk. Yeah! Okay. That made me nervous. It made me nervous, but it turned out okay. Alright. Do we have any dirt on us? Only the tiniest bit, really. I think this needs to be filled up and covered up. No dirt. And we also need to finish doing the secondary layer for that ravine. So that that can be properly covered up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Seems way too stair-steppy, but we can always fix that later. Well, that looks quite nice already. And let's steal this from here real quick. And put it there to bone meal it. Yeah. That looks a lot better with it being a bit more green around there. I'm a big fan. You know, we can put that there. We don't need quite as much grass. It's a little much. Not bad. It's cute. Take that, put that there. Oh. Oh, well, that didn't do anything. Bummer. Turn the one next to it into moss. There we go. Got a little bit of moss in here now, too. Some of that's green up there. I don't mind that. That looks quite fun, honestly. Take a screenshot. All right. Well, you know what? We started out today intending to do one thing and didn't do any of it. Got thoroughly distracted by the villager. But you know what? We got our first villager trade done. Ooh, spooky noises. We got our first villager trade done. Got a couple villagers put in safety stalls. Not slavery stalls. No. Safety stalls. We got some moss. which let us be able to decorate a tiny bit more out front of the hobbit hole. Or the cave house. And you know what? We're making up for it right now by filling in a little bit more. Of the ravine. Or where the ravine used to be. So you know what? Maybe it is working out. Maybe we were productive. Even though we got a little magpie-ish and went, ooh, shiny new fun thing. Maybe it's okay. I think it's time for bed. I do want him to die, though, because I want his bones. Thank you. Okay. 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 Just in time. Oh, I thought he dropped 2 bones. It was only 1. Darn. And you know what? We should put this stuff where it actually goes. Because those ones do have dedicated storage chests. And, you know, leaf litter can go in with plants, too. Now, do we put azaleas in with saplings or in with plants? Because technically, they could be both. They could be both. We're going to go with saplings for now, though. That just feels right for some reason. You know, after moving the door, I no longer get the view of the village. You know, I think we're going to need to redo the front of this again. Why not? But for now, it's been about an hour. I'm going to take another break, get up, stretch, have some water. I encourage you all to do the same. But I'm going to cut the stream off here, and I will see you when we get back. And if you don't come back, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.